Hi, everyone, and welcome to Counseling 17 Career Planning. My name is Mrs. Alejandra Diaz, and I will be your instructor for this course. So I just wanted to do a quick introduction video and also to show you how I have my Canvas laid out. I hope that you guys enjoy this course. My hope for you is that you at least learn one thing that you can take with you from not only this summer, but moving on. And then also seeing your experience in your summer internship and how it relates to the information that you learned throughout the course. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to share my screen so that you can see what our Canvas page, how it's all set up for you. One second. Okay. So I'm going to do a student view. Um, so on our homepage, the first thing you will see is my Bitmoji like office homepage. Um, Most of the items on my homepage are clickable. So announcements, I will post weekly announcements to kind of break down the weekly modules. Additionally, anytime there is an announcement, maybe an opportunity for you or an upcoming deadline, those will also be posted in the announcements. The modules, the way I have the modules set up is by week. So right now you're only able to see the first three things posted, which was the welcome, the orientation overview, and then the check-in discussion assignment that we have. This week you will have a second assignment, and that will be a syllabus overview. So make sure that you run through the syllabus, the e-syllabus over here on the left-hand side. Make sure that you're reviewing everything on the syllabus because you will have a syllabus review, and I'll have to double check why that's popping up. So I will check on that, make sure you guys can view it. So back to the home page, you'll see announcements modules, how to contact me. The best way to contact me is through the inbox over here. Also, you can contact me directly at my PCC email. So if you click on this contact me, it will open up a new mail on whatever browser you're using, and it will send an email directly to my PCC account. Also, here is the different student support services at PCC. So when you click on that, it's going to take you to all of the different services that we offer. That's from counseling, from tutoring, the library, any of our special programs and support programs are all in this one hub. So what I really like about our PCC website is the magnifying glass. Anytime you're looking for something, if you want to look for a class, you can look at class schedule or any different resources and it'll pop up. Our career center is called the Freeman Center. And this is a really good resource to have, and we will be utilizing this resource throughout this class. But a really neat thing that PCC has is something called Handshake. So as a PCC student, you have the services that a regular PCC student has. As a dual enrollment student, you have those services too. So Handshake is connecting you to jobs. You create a profile, you create things that you're interested in. It'll ask you different questions, but based on that profile, you'll start getting emails to your PCC email, linking you to job opportunities that match what you put on your profile. So that's just kind of a quick fun fact. Back to my homepage, everything here is clickable. So I know all of you are rising seniors. You are taking our PUSD summer internship course, and you're doing an actual internship this summer, or maybe you're doing one in the fall. So starting fall, you will be starting to apply to colleges. So the pennant for CUSB, which is Cal State San Bernardino, will take you to the Cal State Apply website. The PCC pennant will take you to the PCC Apply website, and then the UC Riverside pennant will take you to the UC Apply website. So it's just a very interactive way for you to kind of find some resources on this homepage. The other thing that you'll notice is a couple things that I like to share about myself. I love butterflies. So I'm also a counselor at John Muir High School, and in my office, I have a lot of butterflies displayed. I love butterflies. Also, you will see my picture, my family picture, my son, my husband, and I. My son's a lot older now. He actually just had his 23rd birthday. So it's kind of crazy that I have a son who's 23. But he's actually now at UC Riverside. So that's pretty cool. And then over here on the right-hand side, you'll see myself, and you probably aren't able to see it so clearly because it's kind of small. But if you zoom in, you will see a picture of me with my niece and Miss Mariah Carey, the real Mariah Carey, okay, in that photo. I had the opportunity to meet her about 11 years ago, and she is amazing, and we love her. And another fun fact is I've been to 25 concerts. So yay me. And the other one is a little orchid plant. I love orchids. That's my favorite flower. And I love that pretty fuchsia magenta color. So that's why that's there. So on the syllabus quiz, you might have one of these fun facts on there as a question. So I hope you paid attention to this video. Um, my Canvas is pretty straightforward. When you go to the first announcement, it should have the layout of what the course is, how it's going to be aligned to your summer internship. Also, that the first assignment was due already. So all of you, kudos to you for turning that in. I really appreciate you. I didn't want to drop anybody. But the way that my weekly modules will be set up is every week you'll have a orientation for the module, and it'll tell you what you will be learning that week. And then following that module will be any reading assignments or any assessments that you have to do. Some of them will be in Canvas. Others will be using something called California Career Zone, and we may also use California colleges. So for those of you, all of you are PUSC students, so you should be familiar with California Career Colleges.edu. You don't need to register your account anymore because now you have a single sign-on. You'll sign on with your PUSC Google account for that. And also there will be links to the slides, the weekly slides. So when you go to the module for this week, oh, it's not going to be on here because I'm on the student screen. Anyways, when you go to the module for this week, it will pop up the presentation for this week. It's very short and simple and to the point. It talks a little bit about myself. I have been a counselor for 19 years now, and this is my 12th year at PCC. I also oversee our dual enrollment program for our whole district, but I work specifically out of John Muir High School and the district office. I went to UC Riverside for my undergrad in psychology, and then I went on for my master's in counseling and guidance to Cal State San Bernardino. And again, fun fact, I love Mariah Carey, so we already know that. So really, I want to be able to support you so that you can become amazing professionals, especially during an internship. There's a lot of things that you may experience. So I really hope that this class serves as a hub on if there's things that come up that you have to kind of work through, if you have questions. But one of the big projects at the end of this class is going to be the career research project and also your cover letter and resume. So for those of you who in the first assignment said that you really wanted help with your resume and cover letter, we will be doing that in this class. A syllabus overview, make sure to take time to read throughout the syllabus. That is my contract with you. I will be hosting office hours weekly on Thursdays from 1 to 2 p.m. And I'm also available other days, but you just have to give me you have to ask me in advance. Also, I'm trying to work on just teaching how to set boundaries. So usually if you email me, I get back with you within 24 hours with the exception of the weekends. I like to reserve the weekends for myself. And those take a little longer to get back to you. If you have an emergency, just feel free to email me. Even if I don't get back to you right away, the fact that you've emailed me, I will honor the time and the date that you send it to me. And the last thing I want to say is please know that I'm big on communication. So if something comes up and you need an extension or you're not understanding the assignment, make sure to come to the Zoom office hours or shoot me an email. If you're having a difficult time this summer with your internship or anything else that comes up, just please communicate with me. I'm here to help you navigate through this process. I want you to feel like you have an additional support. And so again, I'm all about communication. So just make sure that you are communicating with me. And I think that's it for now. Have a good rest of your week, and I will see you all next week. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.